Oh, God. Hack up a lung, would you?
Yes, sir. We're back.
We're back, man.
How long has it been? 2 weeks?
Nah, it's been a week.
Has it been a week?
Just a week.
Are you sure?
Positive.
You know what I miss already?
What's that?
All right, earphones. Little headbuds.
Yeah.
I miss the headbuds? Earbuds. Headphones? Headphones.
So, here's the problem with these microphones right here.
Yeah.
Is they've got a place for the headphone
I saw
underneath,
that.
But when you put it in, you can only hear yourself.
I don't need to hear you anyway.
You can't hear the other person.
Really? So this is kind of like for this. Okay. I mean, I like them.
Yeah, you can, because me and Cameron tried to use them like that. We were like, let's put just earbuds in and stick them in there. No,
No.
you only hear yourself.
What if you put one earbud in and then just listen to that and then
Yeah, we tried doing we tried doing that. It was really uncomfortable.
it seems uncomfortable.
Yeah,
What you been up to, bud?
nada.
Working?
Yeah,
Dying?
no,
No, you still alive?
still alive, man.
Everything going good with Timmy?
I guess so.
You guys?
We'll find out December 5th.
Oh, you still haven't got your. That's right. They pushed out that.
December 5th,
Yeah.
man. December 5th.
They need to get that looked at pretty quick.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, they need to get it out of your head.
Yeah, maybe.
No.
Or they'll leave it in. That's another option.
What would you prefer?
Get it out.
Pull the tumor out.
Sure.
I don't blame you. I would want the tumor out of my head.
I mean, the problem that they're having is like everything I've read up on so far is the type that I have. They're worried about it growing back.
Mm-hmm.
So if they take it out and it just grows right back, you didn't do anything.
So, question. Okay, maybe they answer this, maybe they haven't. If you take it out
Mm-hmm.
and it grows back,
Mm-hmm.
do you still get the same benefits as the first time it grew?
I don't know.
Like everything growing?
I hope not.
Yeah.
I don't need to grow anymore.
Well.
Yeah. Well, you know. I need to grow anymore.
Some things.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
So, how much did your foot size grow?
A shoe size.
Golly.
Yeah. Depending on what shoes, like half to a shoe size.
It's pretty good size, though.
Yeah.
You know what they say about the bigger the foot,
Yeah. The
bigger
weird
the
thing
sock.
was my hands. How big my hands grew.
you got some big old hands.
Yeah. So my fingers have always been long. I've always
Mhm.
had giant hands as far as having long fingers and like I have long palms. Yeah, I can palm a basketball super easy, but my fingers have always been tiny, skinny. Like they've been real
Yeah.
skinny, almost girly looking. And now,
Makes
like
sense.
I have these little like
They still look pretty girly.
fat ass fingers.
You
Like,
got some
it's-
fat girly fingers.
Yeah, it's weird. I got these fat ass fingers now.
They're
Yeah.
very pretty. You look like you get them done.
Everybody says that. My mom gets really mad at me about my fingernails and something else she gets mad at me about. That she says it looks like I get it done, and I'm like, I don't get it done.
Do you get pedicures?
I have before, but I don't now.
How do you feel about men getting pedicures?
Men? Get
Yeah.
that? Oh, I love it.
Really?
Sure.
It's not a little feminine?
Nah, any upkeep you do on your any upkeep is okay.
I cannot have people do anything with my feet.
I mean, I've had a pedi before. I didn't like it.
No. Are you ticklish?
No.
Okay. So other than it being, girly and a little feminine
Yeah.
and me being the macho man that I am,
Sure.
I couldn't do it, but also because my feet are way too ticklish.
But could you do your hands?
I could probably do my hands, but I'm
Yeah.
not going to because, I'm a man.
Don't do it, huh?
No.
Yeah. Any upkeep you do, man. That's
Now, let me say, there's probably one person in this world I would do it for.
Yeah.
That'd probably be my daughter. If she says, "Hey, Daddy, I want to get my nails done."
Oh, I've had painted fingernails and toenails.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
probably gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's the one. I'll do anything for that little girl.
I used to paint my big toe all the time.
Why?
I didn't like the way my big toenail looked, and so to cover it up, I
Did you
would
put
just,
black on it?
no, I usually did blue. I did blue or green. Yeah, I used to paint them all the time.
That's hilarious.
I kept my big toenail painted all the time because I just didn't like the way it looked. So
So did you wear open-toed shoes?
no,
Then why does it matter?
because I didn't like the way it looked.
So you did.
I kept it covered up. And plus, like if you have a guest over, and you have your shoes off, I didn't like people being able to see my shoe with all my shoes on.
I can't have I can't if I have guests over, I have to have at very least socks.
Yeah, 100%.
I feel like it's weird.
I wear my shoes until I go to bed.
Yeah, so it's either weird or rude in my way just to like have your bare feet out there.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, like if we're out and about, I'll wear like sandals and stuff.
No.
I mean, I really don't do that in public. Like if I'm just going like up to the like dollar store or something, I might throw on some sandals, or if I'm like just lounging around the house, I'll throw on some sandals. But other than that, it's socks and shoes, maybe some boots.
Yeah, I do shoes till I go to bed.
I should have worn my cowboy hat today, man.
I sent you the Tom Segura.
Yeah,
You heard what he said.
I
The
did
king
hear.
has spoken.
Yeah, but I'm a unique individual and I do what I want.
How do you do?
Yeah,
I tell you what.
I'll tell you what.
I tell you what.
But yeah, I look pretty dang good in that cowboy hat. But yeah, no, with the feet, I don't like them exposed. It's not because I think they're ugly or anything, and it's just I don't think it's rude to have your feet exposed in front of people.
Yeah. That, and I've told people before, just like I told Garrett, because he was always talking about wearing sandals and shit, and I'm like, you're stupid. I was like, what if something happens? As small as, we're not talking about zombie apocalypse shit.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about that. As small as, you get a flat tire.
Yeah,
Changing that shit in your sandals.
it's gonna be a pain.
It's
It's gonna be a
a
pain.
pain in the ass.
Yeah,
It's going to be a colossal pain in the ass. You're not prepared for anything. That
You-
shows me that you're not prepared.
you ever just scrape the top of your foot on like concrete or something?
Exactly.
Super uncomfortable.
And that's what I tell everybody, man. I said, if I see somebody with sandals in public, it just shows me you're not prepared.
Not prepared at all.
Yeah. Because, okay, let's say that, okay, you're out with your wife, and you're out with your wife,
Yeah.
and you have your sandals on, and somebody walks up and fucking tries to rob you or whatever. What are you going to do? Kick them with your toe? You know,
Yeah,
no.
just jab it right in their eye.
It's so stupid,
It's like
man.
what
It's
happened
like,
to Kat Zingano that one
you're not
time.
prepared for anything. You're an ill-prepared person. I don't like that.
So what about Crocs?
Absolutely not.
No Crocs.
No.
Are they better? Are they more prepared though than sandals?
I guess they're rubber. You're wearing rubber shoes. Get the fuck. We live in America.
Not the point. The point is, are they more like? Could you be more reactive in Crocs than you could be in
I
sandals?
mean, are you gonna be reactive in Crocs?
I would probably be more reactive than in sandals.
Okay. How reactive are you gonna be in Crocs? They're made of rubber, so they're gonna be slicker than owl shit.
Okay, but if I'm standing on concrete, I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah, that's the slickest.
No,
Or asphalt.
maybe,
Yeah, it's gonna be slick.
but I could kick somebody with them, and they're not gonna fly off.
Okay.
Got sport mode on, bro.
Right. I hear you. I don't get it. Be prepared. Prepare yourself.
Yeah, don't wear sandals, bro.
There's too
Just
much
don't-
shit going on.
Just
in the world.
don't wear
Prepare
sandals.
yourself.
Yeah, this is stupid argument.
It is. We had an argument about Crocs at work the other day.
I'm not surprised. You argue with anybody about Crocs?
Yeah, because they're dumb shoes. They're ugly. Dude, if that picked that up, my stomach just growled so hard. I don't know if the
You
microphone
hungry?
picked that up. Yeah, I'm
I
starving.
told you could have a chili dog.
Now, you know what was weird was I was over at my parents' house and they cooked a feast.
Mhm.
I mean, like I was just over there like not too long ago. They cooked a feast, and like I don't know, for some reason my stomach was upset, and I was like, if I eat, I'm either gonna shit or throw up. That's the only two things that are gonna happen here. So I was like, no, I'm good. And I went home and I still kind of felt like shit. And then I took a ginormous poo poo, and now I'm starving. So I think it was just my belly was all messed up.
See the chili dogs. We're about to start recording, and then like you ever had those moments where you're perfectly fine, and then literally within span of 5 to 10 seconds you are about to poo poo yourself.
So tonight,
Yeah.
I left my parents' house and I told you my stomach was a little upset. And there's a road that you go down, you turn back on to get to the road that takes you to the interstate. And that road's not that far from my parents' house.
Yeah.
And when I got to that road, I was contemplating turning around. I was like, I don't think I can make it home. I think this is going to be, I'm going to have to turn around and go back to my parents'
Yeah.
house. But I pushed through. And when I got to my house, I unlocked the door and the keys were still in the door when I got done annihilating this toilet. They're still in the door because I just like flung the door was still standing wide open.
You left it open, didn't you?
Yeah, the door was standing wide open. I was like, good God.
There has been just a couple of times in my adult life where I have almost poo pooed myself.
Yeah?
That wasn't one of them.
Have you ever shit your pants as an adult?
No.
Me neither.
Mm-mm.
I've never done it.
There's people that won't go to public bathrooms.
Yeah.
I don't get that. That's what they're there for.
No.
I get it because like it's germs and stuff, whatever. If you don't like germs, it is. But if I'm about to just
Oh, yeah.
release
Yeah.
the dam is broken and
Yeah, if I'm
The-
fixing to release the
yeah.
Kraken, I'm going to shit in a,
oh yeah,
I'm going to shit in a public toilet.
oh yeah, I'm going to destroy it.
Yeah. I'm not going to, I mean, I have a couple of stories, but it's, yeah, no, I'm definitely going to I'm definitely gonna shit in the public
I
restroom.
don't know how you. So I don't see how people can not do it when it gets to that point.
The only time I get sketchy is airport bathrooms. I get a little sketchy in airport bathrooms.
What's wrong with airport
There's just so
bathrooms?
many cultures, and there's so many in and
Oh, I
outs.
see what you're saying.
There's just they always stink
Yeah.
because people when you get off a plane you shit, man. That's how it goes, you know. So there's not a lot of peeing going on in there. It's mainly shitting, so it always stinks. And like you have, especially when you go to an international airport, DFW,
Yeah.
Austin Bergstrom, something like that. You go to one of those airports. These people are from all over the world.
Yeah.
So the dietary situation is different for everybody. So it's just a collective mixture of just poo poo, and it's gross. So I'm a little sketchy in those bathrooms, but everything else I'm good.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Like today, I was watching my daughter. She's playing. We're sitting in the living room, and the wifey was doing her makeup, and she closed the door so hey, it doesn't go there, bother her or whatever. And we're just chilling. And I had to go,
Yeah.
and I was trying to figure out how do I let her know, hey, I got to go to the bathroom. I need you to get out of there, without saying, hey, get the hell out.
Now hold on, before you finish your story.
Okay.
How long have you been married?
3 years.
You got to get over that.
Well, okay, no, it's not that I was telling her to get. I was trying to do it in a funny way,
Oh, okay. All right, cool. I get
And-
that.
but without saying, hey, get the hell out.
Okay.
So I just happened to be scrolling through TikTok, and I came across this video of this girl sitting in her car, and she was going through a similar situation as I was just now.
Yeah.
And then she cuts the video, and it comes back, and she goes, "I shit my pants."
Oh, wow.
In her car, just shit her
In her
pants.
car.
And I sent it to Krista, and she was like, "Oh, okay,
Yeah. So she got up and left.
yeah." She got out, and I was like, "Hey,
Good looking out.
yeah." I thought it was hilarious.
No, I've never shit my pants. I've gotten really close. Never have though.
Man, the things we talk about on this podcast are just
Always.
next level stuff.
It
man.
always goes. I told you, man. Dicks or shit. It always goes back to one of those two.
Is it just because they're the funniest things to talk about?
Of course.
That
They're
makes
hilarious.
sense. That makes
It's
sense.
always fun to talk about shit, dude. Because everybody has, whether they want to talk about it or not, everybody's had that experience.
They have that story.
Oh, they've got that story
Everybody.
in the back. They've got it loaded up in the arsenal. It's ready to go.
Oh my god, I can't tell the story on here, but my brother has a story.
He has a shit story.
He's gonna be mad I even bring it up,
Yeah.
but it's not like I can't even talk
No,
about it.
you're
I
fine.
want
Don't
to,
talk
but,
about it.
but
Don't talk about it.
it is.
I am going to ask him about it now, though.
Yeah, please do.
I'm going to.
He's gonna be like that mother. He's gonna be mad at me
Yeah.
for bringing it up. They're
Yeah.
at the George Strait concert right now.
Is he still performing?
He's still performing, man.
All right.
I thought he was done too, and then
So where's it at?
I don't know.
You know,
I don't
where
know.
they're at? Yeah.
No, they just my mom was watching their kids this weekend, and they're coming back tomorrow afternoon. So I get to. He's gonna help me prepare for my interview Monday,
Yeah.
but I didn't even know they were going until yesterday. I think yesterday or 2 days ago. I was like, that dude's got to be like what, 65, 70?
He's got to be getting. He's about to be touching 70 for
He's
sure.
old, man. He's great.
Have I ever told you my George Strait story? Have I ever told you my George Strait story? So
No.
here's my parents. You ready for this?
Yeah.
So I was in the, I don't know, college, junior high.
Okay.
I think it was some junior high.
7th, 8th grade.
Probably 8th grade.
Okay.
Yeah, somewhere. It was right before high school. So we have my aunt by marriage, who they're divorced now, but at the time they were married, my aunt by marriage, she had a brother.
Mm-hmm.
This was back in the times when there's no ordering off the internet. There's none of that. You got to either go wait in line or you got to call, right? So he's like, I'm going to go camp out.
Like, used to call.
You got to get tickets.
Oh, to get tickets. Okay, I thought you meant like order stuff. I was like, I didn't even know they did that back then.
Yeah, you got to call to get tickets. You got to
Okay.
call and
Okay,
then
I
you
got
got to
you.
order the tickets on the phone.
Okay.
So, which, by the way, I'll tell you, a rotary phone, an old rotary phone, best way to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, hands down.
Wow.
So when you call the number, it's just like being on the internet, except for they only have so many phone lines. So if they go, tickets are going on sale at 10 a.m., everybody's going to call at 10 a.m. to get the tickets because that's the way it goes.
Mm-hmm.
If you call and it's busy, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Because it's just going to stay busy now. By the time you get through, they're gone.
Yeah.
Right? So if you can get your hands on an old rotary phone, you dial the number, and when you dial that last number and twist around, you hold it. You hold that number. and it doesn't complete the dial. So you just hold it like
Oh.
this. Then as soon as 10 a.m. hits, you just let it go. As soon as you let it go, you're the first one through. It's amazing.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So that's the only reason I made my parents keep an old rotary phone they were going to sell in the garage sale, because I was like, nope. Because me and my best friend were concert goers. So we were always, that was what we did, like, all the way through high school. We were concert goers. So we made sure that, like, we kept the rotary phone, and we would take it out, plug it into the wall, into the jack, and then we would. That's the only thing we used it for.
That makes
That's
sense.
it.
I like
But
that.
anyway,
Yeah, back to the story.
back to the story. So my aunt's brother,
Mm-hmm.
he went and camped out for these George Strait tickets. Now he was going to. It wasn't just us.
Yeah.
He was going to, but he was. I wanted them for my birthday, and my mom was like, absolutely, So he camps out for like 2 days to get these tickets,
So
right?
you were getting George Strait tickets.
Yeah,
I
and
didn't
he
even-
was
I
too,
didn't
but-
think you liked.
This was back in the day, but I'll go to a George Strait concert. I'm pretty open. I'm pretty open with music.
Okay.
So anyway, I'm gonna get these George Strait tickets.
Okay, hold on. But I'm sorry to keep you
No,
on
go
the
ahead,
story.
go ahead.
Is he allowed to wear a cowboy hat?
Who?
George Strait.
Yes,
Okay, just make sure.
absolutely, because he works with livestock.
Okay, just make sure.
Yeah, as long as you're working with livestock,
Okay.
I got no worries.
Cool.
He's got a ranch. He's a roper. I'm all over that.
He's a man's man.
If you rodeo for a living, put a cowboy hat on. I'm not saying you can't wear cowboy hats. I'm just saying if you're not doing cowboy stuff, don't wear a cowboy hat.
Continue your story.
Yeah. So anyway, so he camps out and he gets these tickets. Third row, center.
God
Yeah.
dang.
So it was maybe 2 days before the concert. I don't know if y'all had it in y'all's school, but we had AR. Did y'all have AR?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So we had AR.
Mm-hmm.
So the way it worked was when you got your 3-week progress report, if you didn't have the enough points, if you didn't have half your points,
Yeah.
then it considered it a 0 and it would drop your grade, right?
Yeah.
Well, I love to read. I'm
Yeah.
a big time reader. So my book that I read was always like 50 points. You know what I'm saying?
I was like a 5-pointer.
Yeah, it was always big boy books. So I always was failing at 3 weeks
Yeah.
in English because of my AR. I was always failing in English, And then at the end of the 6 weeks, 50 points would go in, bam, grade would shoot right up, But it was never a big deal for me because I always liked English. English was one of my favorite subjects, so I was never worried about it. So my mom had told me if I brought home a failing progress report, I wasn't going to be able to go to the concert. And so the English thing has been going on.
Yeah.
Like, we already know this. This
Yeah.
is happening. And I go, okay, that's cool. So I brought it home. English is failing, just like always, And she goes, okay, you're failing. You can't go to the concert. And I was like, it's English. This happens every time. I thought you meant the other subjects.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm good on the other subjects. She was like, no, I told you if you bring home a failing one. And I was like, this literally happens every time. I go, I'm going to be passing at the end because the AR she
Yeah.
goes, is it passing now? I go, no. She goes, can't go to the concert.
Oh.
So my mom kept me home from the concert.
Oh. that's-
Still apologizes to me
Does
to
she?
this day. Yes. She's like, I'm so sorry. It's kind of a dick move. Like, yeah, it kind of
Yeah.
was.
There's a pattern here, Mom.
Yeah.
Every
It's
3
not
weeks.
like if it was math, I'd be like, all right, man, I get it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna keep. If it was my kid, I'm not keeping them home from a concert where they have third row George Strait. Not gonna keep them home from that. Gonna let them go. We're gonna find something else to do.
Yeah.
You're trying to prove a point.
They
I
come
get it.
home from that concert. There's nothing in the room.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna do something
Yeah.
for sure, but it's not gonna be that. I'm not taking away the concert, especially when there was a guy that waited. I mean, that literally slept on a sidewalk for. 3
But he went to the
days.
concert.
He went.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but especially that. I'm not gonna.
Yes, third row, man. That's crazy.
Spit in his face.
Have you ever
on
been
that.
to a George Strait concert since?
Yeah.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was good.
Good. Just a country concert, nothing
Yeah,
like
nothing
spectacular.
special, nothing to nothing to write home about. Nothing's gonna blow your hair back.
Uh,
It's he performs in front of a lot of people. That's cool. I
Yeah.
guess.
good environment. Like
Yeah, sure.
energy's good.
I had so this lady my mom worked with. She got George Strait tickets. She got them off of some Dale's ticket sales, beer bait ammo and more site. And she paid like $300 for them, and they went, and the
Yeah.
tickets were fake.
It sounds like it was fake.
Fake.
Man, that's rough.
Yep. I was like, that's tough.
That would suck.
No, I've been to a George Strait concert. You been?
No, I've been to exactly one concert in my life,
Oh yeah.
and that was I think I told you about it, was Hoodie Allen, and you're like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
who Hoodie
exactly. It was he's an independent artist.
Mm-hmm.
He's relatively known in that genre. Like he's pretty well known in that genre. That's about all. And that his group, like he's had a song with like Ed Sheeran, and they're like really good friends, but nothing like major.
Yeah.
But recently, Blink-182, they got back together with their original singer Tom, and they're doing a world tour. And
did you get tickets?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
So I got online, and the Austin show was sold out, and I think the Dallas show was sold out. The Houston show was about half full.
Yeah.
And this was like 2 a.m. I was looking it up. I think I was getting ready for our midnight rotation or whatever. And tickets were like, maybe like 200 something a piece or whatever. They're not like cheap by any means, but
That's pretty standard for
I'm a big
now.
Blink-182 guy.
Yeah.
I love my Blink. They've never been to one of their concerts. I'd love to go.
Yep.
But I was like, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna ask Chris about it in the morning, and
Can't wait, man.
yeah, I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
We woke up the next morning. It was like 8 or 9 a.m. I was like, hey, Blink's getting back together. The original singer. They've been making music anyway, but the original guy's coming back, Tom, and they have a concert coming to Houston. I know we don't like Houston. Dallas and Austin were sold out. Would you like to go? She's like, yeah. Go buy the tickets right now.
Yeah.
Get on the website. It's sold out.
Yep.
It's like, no. That was like, oh, man, I was so disappointed.
So where's the next closest?
Another state somewhere. I don't
Louisiana?
know. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Wouldn't be bad.
It wouldn't be bad. I think that one sold out too. I think the whole thing sold out already.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, I learned my lesson not to wait.
Don't wait.
If I ever get another chance to go to Blink-182 concert,
Yeah, just ask for forgiveness.
ask
forgiveness
forgiveness
on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was probably one of my bigger heartbreaks of the year so far.
Yeah.
It was rough.
Yeah, I took my daughter to the last concert I've been to an actual meaningful concert that was, like a big artist. Took my daughter to a Taylor Swift concert.
Yeah, you told me about that.
And, it was fun, man. She puts on a hell of a show.
I bet she spends a lot of money on her shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It couldn't have been cheap. And, but, you're also making that back.
I was like, how much were the tickets?
The ones we bought were about $250 a piece.
You gotta think. How many people were there? Do you know? Did they say?
Yes, they were. They announced the attendance was 107,000 people there.
107,000 people.
Yeah, 107,000. And
well,
she did it. So she was the first artist to sell out AT&T Stadium back-to-back nights. So that happened two times in a row.
Jesus. I saw a thing.
There's been people sell it out, just not back to back. Yeah, she sold them out back-to-back nights.
That's crazy. I remember seeing there was this video, and it was talking about how much artists pay for their concert tickets on average, and Taylor Swift, she's up there, of course. I mean, she's T Swift,
Sure.
Everybody loves her. And then you get down, and it shows the total they make, and then it shows what their average concert tickets cost. Well, Taylor Swift's up there, and Ed Sheeran's right there with
Yeah.
them.
Ed Sheeran's big.
But his concert tickets are like half the price.
Uh-huh.
He just does like way more shows.
Right.
And he said he does that so more people could come because it's hard to pay for an expensive ticket.
Right.
I was like, Ed Sheeran is a G.
Now, I will tell you this. My daughter's going to kill me for saying that we went to a Taylor Swift concert on here because she's too cool for that now. But
She's too cool for T Swift?
too cool.
I would go
She's
to
not a
T-Swift.
Swiftie anymore.
Yeah,
so
who's she into now?
Man, I'm so I am proud.
Oh, she's like the classic rock?
Yeah.
Nice.
My generation. Yeah. She loves Nirvana.
Really?
She's all over Nirvana.
That's crazy.
And
Well,
I'm talking about,
It's that teenage, time. That's where I think Nirvana really connected with that age
Yeah.
group anyway.
She loves Nirvana. She really likes, she likes Pearl Jam. She loves Pearl
Really?
Jam. She loves any grunge band from that time.
Did you have an influence on that?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't really think so. I mean, I listened to it, but I didn't really listen to it around her. I listen more. I mean, now I listen more to like classic rock, as in like 80s rock.
Yeah.
That's more my speed. I mean, I still listen to the stuff from when I was in high school and stuff like that, but not really anymore.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat. I wonder.
She came across Nirvana all by herself because she walked out one day. So my pet peeve is, you see it on TikTok all the time nowadays, but my pet peeve has always been Don't wear a shirt if you don't know who they are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Those videos crack me
Drives
up.
me crazy.
Yeah.
So I've always said, if you can't name 3 songs and not 3 popular ones, name 3 B-sides or take the shirt off. You know, like, and so she came out with her Nirvana shirt on, and I was like, all right, what are we doing here? Like, we're not going to be cool kid wearing Nirvana without knowing who it is. I'll be damned, she just rattled them right off. She's like, oh, I love these songs. And I was like, and it was 3 that even I had a hard time with. I was like, was that theirs? Like,
Just go back and Google it.
yeah, like,
Oh,
was that
shit,
theirs?
yeah.
I don't remember that being theirs, you know, like, but yeah, she's a big time Nirvana kid.
Did she do the whole like backstory of Kurt Cobain and all
Oh, yeah,
that?
yeah.
So she knows all about
Yeah,
that.
we've sat down and watched all the documentaries.
Really?
Yeah.
Man,
Soaked in Bleach,
that's-
and we watched, whatever what's the one on HBO Max? The something heck.
I don't know, I
Montage
watched-
of Heck.
I watched one of them. I don't remember
Yeah,
which one it is.
Montage of Heck. We watched that one. Yeah.
But
What's your opinion on that? Do you think homegirl had him killed?
I don't necessarily know if she had anything to do with it, but I definitely don't think he did it by himself.
You don't think so?
Evidence. You can't.
It's weird,
If you know
right?
anything about guns, I don't even know that much about guns, and even I know that would be tough. Like, that's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
I mean, now I know you can do it, but none of it added. I mean, you still had his shoes on. If you're gonna have a gun that big, you're gonna have to pull the trigger with your toe. You know, I mean, you're gonna
Yeah.
have to. A grown man's gonna have to do it with his toe,
Yeah, it's gonna be weird.
and he still had his shoes on. You know, like, so that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I mean, something happened. I don't know necessarily if she had anything to do with it, but something happened. She might have had something to do with it. I don't know.
Things like that are very intriguing.
I know. It makes me want to, like, I know this is super morbid, but I wish I could go back and be there.
Like experience the situation.
Just like be in a bubble, like
Yeah,
be back
like-
here and just,
yeah.
I've always thought that about my best friend that died. I always wanted to see how it happened. And I
Like
know
his
that's
last moments?
super morbid.
No, not
But
at
I've
all.
always been like, what happened? Like,
Yeah.
what what did he go through? You know,
Yeah.
like, what happened?
Because you can't.
Because he was there alone.
Yeah.
So there's nobody to be like, oh, yeah, I saw the whole thing. You know, like,
Yeah.
it's,
So this is one of those. Cause I've actually thought about that exact same thing, to where if you could go back to those like final moments, or even like not even final moments, just big moments in history, and just watch it all play out.
yeah, watch it all play out.
But like for those instances, those final moments in somebody's life, like
Yeah.
what are they going through? What are they Are they talking to themselves? Are they, are they, breaking stuff or whatever? Like what are their mannerisms leading up to that point to where they die? That I don't think it's personally morbid. I think it's very interesting.
Yeah, it's weird. I've always wondered that about him. Is like, what the fuck happened, man? What, they found him in the bathroom, killed over, and like, so it's natural causes, but like, were you just standing there and then just plop, you just hit the ground?
Fall, yeah.
Like, what happened?
That's crazy. What's his name? Neil deGrasse? Is that his name?
Yeah.
The black guy who's like super smart.
Neil
or whatever.
deGrasse Tyson.
He said, maybe it was him, or I know he said flying cars are pretty much impossible.
Yeah.
He said we have those already. They're called helicopters.
Yeah.
But I think he was saying time travel will never be plausible, which I don't think it will either.
I know.
But if you could, what would be a moment in time that you'd want to go watch? Would it just be?
I think me and Garrett talked about this one time on one of our episodes. I think we talked about this. So if I had to go back in time and see something,
Yeah, just watch. You can't interact.
can't interact, can't do anything like that. Go watch it. I think I would want to go, and so the stipulation we put on, I think when we talked about it, is there a time limit? And I was like, all right, so the time limit, let's call it 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? You got a couple of weeks to go back and watch something. If I was going to do it and I didn't have to report back, I didn't have to tell anybody about it, I would go back to let's go back and see if JC's the real thing. Let's go back and see if there was a Jesus.
That
You know what I'm saying? Let's see if all that's true or if this is all just funny business. Now, I saying that as in I don't want to have to report back if it's not true. I don't want to have to come back and tell
That
people.
makes sense.
Because you're literally going to destroy the
You're
world.
gonna destroy everybody.
You're
Yeah.
going to destroy the world. Like,
It's
it'll
gonna
be
fall
over.
apart.
The world will fall apart. America will fall apart.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So, like, that's why if I don't have to report back, I would go see that. If I have to report back, it would be something.
Man, I would have never thought of the like consequences of that.
Yeah.
Like,
I
oh
don't
yeah, I
wanna
came
have to
back.
tell
It's not
anybody.
real. That's crazy.
Because if you did, you're talking about. I mean, like
Oh,
you take
yeah.
my mom. She is a holy roller all the way around. You would literally destroy my mom's life.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna do that. Like I
That
don't
would.
want
Oh
to.
my god, I didn't even think about that. That's
Yeah, you'll
crazy.
literally destroy families. There would be families you would destroy over this. You know,
Jesus.
I can't. do it.
Literally.
Yeah, literally, you would destroy families over just knowing. You know. So if it's real or if it's not real, I don't have to say a word. That's what I'm going back to see. Did the whole crucifixion happen? What happened? How did this
Yeah.
all go down? How did this play out? Was he even real? Because that's a big question. Was he even a real guy? Or was he like Ragnar? Or was he a myth? You know, Ragnar is a myth.
Yeah.
So did what happened? Is it real?
Yeah. That's man. Now you have my mind thinking like, what if something like, what if? Man,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
And like I said, because you like I say in Viking times, you look at Ragnar
Yeah.
Lothbrok. Hey, he's a myth. He's not real.
So that's
He's built on a bunch of people.
something I didn't know about because I watched
A little bit of the Viking show.
Yeah, yeah,
and it's kind of based around him.
yeah, yeah.
And I didn't know that. I thought that was just a show making that up.
Oh no, he's a real. Well, he's not a real guy. He's a myth, but
Yeah.
he's kind of the same thing as what they think Jesus is. He's just built around a bunch of different people.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's a bunch of different stories that were all credited to one guy. You know,
Interesting. So I watched part of that show, and I think I made it to like season 2 or 3.
I
didn't
watched
finish
that
it.
entire show. It was so good.
I got bored with it at one point. I don't
Man,
remember-
it's good.
Well, I started it with the wifey, and then she got out of it, and I just kind of fell out of it too because I was waiting on her to watch it.
I thought for sure, spoiler alert, I thought for sure when they killed off Ragnar that the show was going to tank. Because
Yeah.
he was kind of the. But it didn't, man. It got better.
What's his name? Played his son.
What's his name? He's been in a lot of stuff. He was in the Hunger Games, and I forget his name, but
Did he carry it all right?
Yeah, like the kid, because he had, multiple sons.
Yeah.
So, like, they
So,
all. Yeah, it was great.
I don't.
The sons weren't grown up.
Only one of them was like mostly aged. I don't remember how far I made it,
Yeah.
but
But no, yeah, they were. It was awesome.
that's good.
It's a good show. I like that one. And who else was there? Oh, we were talking about myths. I can't remember. Yeah, but that's definitely what I would go see. I would
That's
go see
interesting.
that.
I don't know what I would see. I haven't really put much thought into it. I
Yeah.
just knew you'd have a good answer.
If we were just talking like true historical, I would probably go back and I'm kind of torn between two. I would
Which is?
It would be I would go back and see Hitler's last moments only because there's
He's not
such
dead.
a scandal
Yeah,
on whether he made it out or not. So I'd like to go see that. Or
that
I'd
was
like,
that was gonna be my one that
or I'd like to go see. I would like to go see the flight of like Amelia Earhart. See what happened to her.
that would be cool.
Yeah. See what happened.
Ooh, I'd be very interested about like DB Cooper
Yeah.
because he's the one that got away, right?
Yeah, he got away.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
he
maybe.
probably died.
Yeah.
but he got away.
I'd be curious what happened to him.
Yeah,
Things like that are very interesting. I would like to see all
Yeah.
those moments.
they are. They are. Yeah, there's a lot of historical stuff that'd be fun to go watch, or not fun. I don't want to make it all.
Yeah, like oh,
Yeah, that'd
see
be
people
great.
die,
Let's
yeah.
go watch Hitler die.
Yeah.
I guess,
Or live.
or live,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, I don't want to see him that way, but yeah, I'm just so curious.
Just watching all those moments would be really cool.
Yeah.
But going back to earlier when you were talking about I used to have to call in stuff.
Yeah.
I ordered something.
Yeah,
I
what'd you order?
ordered my Christmas present.
Your Christmas present?
Yeah.
Bought your own?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Um,
What'd you get?
a gun,
You already have guns,
a
right?
very big gun. Yeah.
Okay. AR?
Nope.
You already
It's
have an AR.
I do have an AR.
Okay.
I mean, you can't have too many.
Yeah, sure. What'd you go to get?
I bought a it's a Mossberg. It's a bolt action rifle.
Okay.
It's chambered in 300 Win Mag. There's a very large bullet,
All right.
and I told my father about it.
So we taking down like an elephant, or what are we doing here?
Probably not quite an elephant, but I mean,
What's it used for? Deer hunting?
yeah, you can use it for deer
Okay.
hunting. It's
All
so
right.
they're used for deer hunting, long range shooting.
Okay.
So I mean, they has to have power to get out there. Well, I mean, basically, I'm just gonna go. It's gonna be a fun gun for me.
Yeah, it's a glorified sniper rifle. is what
Yeah,
it is.
basically.
All right.
But Christmas. Sorry, the news is on. So I told my father about it, thinking he'd be all excited.
Yeah.
He's like, "You should have talked to me first." I said, "Why?" He's like, "Do you know how big that bullet is?" Yeah, I looked it up. So I've never shot a 300 Win Mag. I've shot some other
Right.
large bullets, 308 and stuff like that. He said, I was sighting one in one day, and about 4 shots in, I handed it to the other guy, said, you finish.
Yeah.
He said, that tore my shoulder up so quick. I was like, but it's going to be fun. So, Kenneth, you're going to have to shoot it.
No, I shot a 22 one time.
It is
That was
scary.
it.
I mean, 22 is like this big.
Yeah.
300 Win Mag like that big.
Yeah, no,
It's-
I've never shot. I think I shot a shotgun one time,
Oh, that's good.
a 410.
Cute.
Yeah, it was it was a single shot, like the breakover one.
Yeah.
Shot one of those.
Make you feel like a man?
Nope,
No.
nope.
Make you feel like a girl?
I just, I was like, what are we doing here? They had me shoot one, and I was like, cool. And they were like, shoot it again, and I was like, I kind of got it the first time.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, no,
Got it the
shoot it again. I was like, is it gonna do something different the second time? They're like, oh, okay, we're good. I got it.
You're so funny with how you think.
Yeah, I got it, man. I
I'll
mean,
get it.
if it's not gonna do, if the next time it does something different, that's cool. But it's not, so let's just leave it at that.
I bought her Christmas present too. We went ahead and just got them knocked out of the way for each other.
She
So I
gonna
bought-
listen to this, but she already know what it is.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
she's already got them.
Oh, okay.
One of them sitting right there is a vacuum cleaner.
How dare you?
No,
Are
she
you
wanted
serious?
it. She wanted it.
Get the fuck out! You
She wanted it.
okay? All right.
That's
I'll-
only one of them.
Okay.
We were actually at, and we got that. We were at Walmart and we were looking through the clearance section. It's a shark, and the original like $300 and it was 50% off.
Yeah.
She was like, I love it. I was like, get it. She's like, really? She's like, yeah. Because I bought my gun's more expensive than her other Christmas presents. So just go ahead and get it. She loves that thing. She says it's like a power tool,
Okay.
and she loves it. But her other Christmas gift, I also bought her a gun. But it's like it's a mini revolver, like this. Like I'm talking like this big.
Like a Derringer?
I don't know.
Well, I guess the Derringer doesn't have a revolver on it. but-
Yeah. So it's literally like this big,
Yeah.
a couple inches, and it shoots 22. And
That's what my mom has.
she loves it.
Yeah, that's what my mom has.
She loves it.
Yeah, it's a tiny little thing. That's what my mom's got.
She can carry it around. She can fuck people up.
Yeah, my mom has that. I remember her taking it. She was like, "I'm gonna have it for self defense." I just remember my grandpa looking at her going, "It's a 22. If you shoot somebody, unload it in them." He was like, "All 6 bullets."
So there's an argument around 22s
About how they could possibly be
the most deadly bullet
Yeah.
because they don't pass through you. They go inside and then bounce around because they don't have enough power to go all the way out.
Right.
So I mean that does more internal damage. So just
there's that argument. Do I believe it? Not really.
but
There is something backing.
There
it.
was I guess the only gun I ever thought about owning was there was a guy at where I used to work. He had a Derringer. Those were cool. I like those. I was like, I would probably own that.
might as well, right?
Yeah, but I'm not going to. But
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. It looked very gangsterish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty
There
awesome.
was,
It only holds only what 2 bullets.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was cool.
It's cool though. It's cool. Guns are cool. Guns are cool.
Not really.
So there was a guy.
I can't have a gun. I'm too hot headed to have a gun.
I
do.
even at your old age.
Yeah, I mean, I do good enough to keep it quelled. Like, I don't need anything like that around, man.
You just need it at your house for home protection.
No,
You ain't got to take it out with you.
I don't know, man. I don't need any of that stuff, man. I'm
That's fine.
way too hot headed for that.
If you don't need it, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm way too high headed for that, man. I don't need anything that can kill somebody anywhere within reach. I start thinking too much.
Hey, I got these bad boys right here that can kill people too.
that's
Mic check. 1 2 1 2.
yeah. I can't do it, man.
But it reminds me of another story. So I had this friend. He's in one of our fantasy leagues. He moved to New York actually. I don't know why, but he was living in Dallas at the time with his brother, and he's super liberal and leftist. He's like against guns and everything. And one day they're sitting on the couch, and their door just slowly opened,
Yeah.
and this dude was standing there, and he was about to walk into their house, and they like bum rushed him, and he ran away, and they got away. He messaged me, "Hey, what's a good gun to have?" I was like, wait, what? What are you talking about? He's like, so this is what happened. I was like, oh, just get a 9mm, you're good. And I was like, crazy how fast you can change when you feel like your life's threatened.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying I don't have things around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a gun.
You probably got like a machete under
Yeah.
your.
I got several.
Just scattered around the house.
Yeah, they're all. You never looked at inside my pantry?
You have one in your pantry.
Yeah, I bolted it to the pantry right beside the back door, so you can just swoop, it comes out like it's just the sheath,
hand. Yeah.
and then like I just bolted the sheath into the door, and
Oh
then
my God.
so that way you can just There's one by the front door, there's one by the back door. I've got one in between my mattress with the handle sticking out, and then I've got one in my closet. I've got one in kiddo's room, and then kiddo's got a wasp spray under her bed.
Wasp spray.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
wasp spray?
Because I told her, so wasp spray shoots 27 feet.
Oh,
It
okay.
shoots 30 feet.
Just get in their direction.
Yeah, and wasp spray is it's just mace.
Yeah.
That's really all it is. Just mace that sticks. So mace doesn't stick. Wasp spray has that gel coating
Yeah.
to coats their wings. I told my daughter, if anybody ever comes in the room, or if anybody starts coming through your window and you can't, first try to get away.
Yeah.
If you can't get away, you pick up the wasp spray and you hose them until the bottle's gone. Like
Yeah.
you spray them till the bottle's gone and aim for their face.
And then throw the bottle at them.
spray till it's gone.
Makes
and
sense.
then run like hell.
Grab your machete.
No.
That's
Yeah.
why I didn't know you had like 5 machetes.
One. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I got 6.
Damn.
They're
You got a
all-
bathroom machete right next to the shower.
No.
You should.
No.
That's your most vulnerable.
Yeah.
You're in there naked, washing down that body. Boom, somebody breaks in. What you gonna do?
Yeah.
You can cower and die? I don't think so. You're gonna fight them naked.
Yeah.
But you better have a machete ready.
That's how I would fight Garrett.
Naked.
Yeah, if Garrett got legitimately mad at me, if he got legitimately mad at me and came after me,
Or just strip
take off
down.
all my clothes.
There's videos on YouTube. There's stupid guys that they like to, you know how people like to prank people or whatever, and they would go up to people, and you know how people like to say words that sound like other words.
Yeah.
That could be considered racist.
Yeah.
Well, this dum dum was pulling this prank, and he said something about a nickel on the ground. Right?
Yeah.
You can you can assume what it sounds
Yeah,
like.
sure.
And this dude was about to whoop his ass, and he had those breakaway pants, and he tore the breakaway pants on, and all he had on was a G-string, and they were like, what? And they just backed like, I'm not fighting this dude with his dick out.
Yeah. I
Lucky he didn't get shot.
now you talking about those videos?
I did see one dude getting knocked out though.
Yeah.
And it was hilarious.
You're talking about those videos? I don't know what the one little dude's name is that's always doing those videos, but I hope I meet up with him one day.
Which one?
He's
There's a lot
always
of them
in,
that
like
do it.
Lowe's or Home Depot. He's a little Mexican dude.
Oh, that annoying dude who like does the chupapi thing.
Yep.
Chupapi moñaño.
Yeah.
That dude.
I
Yeah, he
hope-
needs to get knocked out.
I hope one of these days I get a hold of him.
Yeah, he needs to get knocked out.
I'll. That's the only time after 30 I'll go to jail if I meet him or Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey. No, he needs. Yeah, that dude's annoying.
Yeah.
His girlfriend's super hot though.
Yeah.
Yeah, like.
I
she
would
got
like
a
to beat him in
booty
front
and-
of his girlfriend.
Yeah, beat him.
Beat him unconscious in front of
Yeah.
his girlfriend.
And then-
That's
and then-
what you picked.
And then take her home.
That's what you picked, right?
Yeah.
That's what you picked.
That's what you picked. That's,
You
that's,
did
That's
that.
your guy.
You did that.
Yeah.
You hitched your wagon to this.
Those, I get super annoyed with the ones that are like staged now, and you can tell they're staged. Like they'll put a bucket on their head or whatever, and then
Yeah.
they run away, and then, oh, I took a jacket off, so nobody knows, and they
Yeah.
come back and they put the bucket back on their head, and I'm like, this is what we came to. This is what we're
Yeah.
doing now.
Yeah.
Just staging everything.
Sure.
It's kind of annoying.
Sometimes I feel like the one dudes are staged, and sometimes I don't.
Which ones?
That little Mexican dude.
Yeah, I'd say probably most of them are staged because, like
Somebody got a hold of him the other day. It was
Did
pretty
they?
funny. Yeah.
they beat his ass. Or they just got
I've
hold of
seen
him?
the past two where he got like thrown across the aisle, like into stuff.
Oh, good.
It's pretty funny.
He deserves it.
Yeah, he does.
He's kind of a piece of garbage.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. He's making money and we're not.
Yeah, that's true.
But speaking of, we have surpassed 100 subscribers on YouTube.
We have, man.
Man, we're making it slowly but surely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any new listeners? Thanks for listening.
Yeah,
If
bro.
you made it this
Appreciate
far.
it. This is not our normal setup, if you can tell. Kenneth is mobile. He's on the move.
On the move, man.
Yeah.
I like it.
Do you?
I do actually. I
Why?
do. I don't know. It's just fun.
new scenery. Just
Yeah, it's
makes
just
it a little
fun.
bit more entertaining.
Yeah, it's just fun,
Yeah.
man. It's fun going to different places and
Next time I'll have the fire ready. I apologize.
Nah. We were gonna do it at Garrett's house again the other day, but it started raining.
Oh.
And where the camera sits,
Yeah.
it's in the rain. Yeah, and you know what? Garrett, he's the one that called it off. He was like, "Yeah, we're not gonna do it." And I was like, "Okay." And I was like, "Why?" And he was like, "Well, it's raining." And I was like, "Okay, it's a covered porch," but I didn't say anything. I'm
Yeah.
like, "Dude, I don't want to like be that guy."
So here's
So-
this.
So then when we got to work, he was like, "It's a covered porch." He goes, "I said, it's a covered porch." I go, "You don't want to sit out in the rain?" And he was like, "Well, yeah, with the camera." And I was like, "How many times have I showed you there's a waterproof? I have a waterproof case. Like, we just put the waterproof case on it and stick it out in the rain."
But the cords, bro.
Huh?
Well, the cords.
Oh, that's
What about
true.
cords, yeah.
It would probably jack the cords up.
Maybe.
But, yeah, you're right.
You just put a blanket over them, be alright.
Yeah.
Or a little tarp.
Yeah. What in the world's going on up here?
Some dude is a violinist. Anyway, but no, we'll have the well, when it's not 30. I don't like the cold anymore, man.
Yeah.
I don't do the cold. Back in the day when I was a runner, I used to run in this weather like it was nobody's business.
So that brings up. I was actually going to bring this up earlier, but I didn't. I forgot about it. So speaking of being cold,
Mm-hmm.
so this is November 19th.
Correct.
The high today was about 43.
Correct.
That was about what I got up to.
Yeah.
And I went to a surf competition today.
How was a surf competition in 40-degree weather?
I mean, they did it, and they weren't upset about it.
Were you upset about it?
So for the most part, I was inside
Mhm.
because it's got big windows where you can look out over the. So I was
Yeah.
inside for the most. The only time I walked outside was just A, to go to the concession stand, and B, when he actually surfed, I walked out to like the
Your
edge
cousin?
of the deal. It was my, I guess, call it second cousin.
Second cousin?
Yeah.
He pro?
No. He's
Oh, okay.
so he's only been. He's actually really good for where he's at. He's only been surfing for 2 years. And this was a pro-am, and so this was his first competition where he was like, okay, I'm gonna go and like
Yeah.
I'm gonna attempt to start making something out of this, and he did all right, man. He didn't. I mean, he did as good as you're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't like place or anything. I mean, this was his very first one ever, and it seemed like he kept making the same mistake. Oh, like because they basically, so total they rode 12 waves.
Oh, okay.
So there was like 6 and then 6.
Yeah.
And it seemed like he kept making the same mistake over and over again. And I was like, so I was asking his grandpa who was there. I was like, so is this the waves he usually rides? And he was like, no,
No.
way smaller, way smaller where he ride. And I was like, that makes sense because of the mistake he kept making. I was like, if he was on like half the size wave, he would be doing awesome.
Yeah.
But he's on a big wave, and it seems like he's not adjusting to the height of the wave. You know, like that was exactly what was happening. He was like, "Oh no, these are way bigger than what he rides." Like, so yeah, I think it just had to do because those waves out there were big.
Are they?
Yeah, they're big. They're not small.
I've never been out there. I wouldn't know.
Dude, that's the first time. So I've been out there twice, and both of them were for like an event. You know. So they have like a little place that you can rent out, and it's right at the front. That's as far as I've ever been. I've never been past that point. That's the first time I've ever seen.
I've seen
the wave.
videos out there. I mean, but
That's
I've
the first
never-
time I've ever seen the wave thing, and I was like, "Holy shit, that's crazy."
They just make waves, huh?
Yeah, and they look like ocean waves, man.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird the way it works. I was like, "I'll be damned, that looks like a fucking wave in the
I was
ocean."
like, how'd they get in Texas waves out here, man?
Yeah, it's
make 'em.
weird. And dude, so it looked exactly like what you think it would look like as far as people that were there.
Just like the movies.
It looked like a bunch of surfers.
Really?
And it looked,
Do they talk like
what-
surfers?
Well, yep.
Did
What
they
you-
really?
Yep. What you think a surf competition would look like is exactly what it looked
Gnarly,
like.
bro.
There was a lot of bros and stuff like that, but they were definitely the way they talked. I was like, oh yeah, y'all.
This is a whole group.
I'm definitely out of the.
Yeah.
I'm not the. I'm not. It's not the. I'm not in the in crowd.
So what was the best part of that experience?
Actually, watching the surfers, man. Like,
Yeah.
like watching the. Dude, I'm telling you, I even told my dad whenever I got back, I was like, even if he didn't surf in the next one, if I hear about it, I'll go back. Like just to
Let
watch
me
it.
know and I'll check it out with you.
It was really cool watching. Like, I've never seen surfing up close. You know,
Yeah.
like you see it on TV.
It's not something I thought would like be interesting.
It's actually pretty cool, man.
It's like, so I would think snowboarding and skiing would be way more interesting than surfboarding. But the way you're making it sounds pretty similar. Like it sounds entertaining.
It's entertaining and so this is a pro am, so there's way more ams than there are pros.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I guess the only thing that got a little redundant was there was a lot of the same trick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of the same trick, but you're still seeing. I mean, I can't do it. I told because even like his grandpa was sitting there. He's like, man, he goes, he's just not that he was doing bad, but he was just like, man, he's better than this. And I was like, bro, listen here, I would have already drowned. he's one up on me.
Yeah,
they're already fishing me out of the bottom. Like, no way I'm making it out of that. Because the waves are tall, man.
Mm-hmm. How did they say how tall they got?
Probably, I would imagine they had to be every bit of 6 feet.
Dang.
There were 6, probably 8, 6 to 8 foot waves. They were big.
I gotta check that out. I'm very intrigued. I'm interested. I'd check it out.
There was one kid out there you could definitely tell he was like the head and shoulders better. I mean, it was kids, it was adults. They had different classes.
Age groups. Yeah.
You know, they had different classes that they were doing, and some of the adults were like, "Oh, it was insane.
Really,
like, they were really good." Yeah, but even the kids, there was a kid out there that he was in the same age group as my cousin, and that kid was, I mean, amazing. Like, he was doing some wild shit. Like, I was like, holy hell, that's crazy. Like, he came up and, he did the little thing they all do where they do this thing.
Uh-huh.
Like, he did that. But then he came up and, like, he got on the top of the wave and, like, rode it sideways and then came down. And then when he came down, he turned back into the wave and did, like, a 360. And I was like, that's pretty badass. Like,
stupid, talented people learning how to do cool stuff.
I'll tell you what the cool part about it is where there's surfers, there are surf women.
Surfettes.
They're surfettes.
Oh.
I don't know what they're called in that little realm, but
probably just called surfers.
My God.
Yeah.
Holy hell.
Pretty fit.
Oh my God. It was a great day. It was a great day. Stuck out like a sore thumb, but it was a great day.
You're like that creepy guy in the corner just watching everybody.
That's okay.
You just enjoyed it.
Man. God.
How much did it cost?
That's free.
Really?
Not a dime.
What?
Yeah, just went out there and watched.
So they just don't make no money off of it.
I'm assuming they make the money off the entry fees. And
yeah.
I'm also guessing if they did something in the middle of the summer, there might be some.
Yeah, there'd probably be a lot more people out there.
With a lot more people, and they'd probably charge.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They'd probably charge because of a lot more people.
Yeah. But no, believe it or not, there was a ton of people out there.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot of people. I mean, now a lot of people that you could tell were there for
the thing,
for
the event.
Thing, yeah. But there was a lot of people there.
Yeah, let me know when it comes back through, and I'll check it out with you.
Yeah, it was fun. I had a good time. I've never been to that's the first surf competition I've ever been to.
I would love to check it out.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't?
They were there. Where we at?
52.
Damn, already?
Yeah, that's going good. I don't know why I'm drinking this right now.
I don't either.
I was worried that we were gonna have the same thing last time, to where we just had no energy, and
yeah.
I was like, we weren't gonna have anything to talk about, and I was just like, I gotta at least have some energy to bring something. And then I popped open a Bang at 9. Oh wow.
10:30.
That's not. It is 10:52.
Yep. Probably.
Oh, that was a mistake.
Probably. You're gonna be up a while.
I'm gonna be up a while. So anyway, that's why I popped that out.
Yeah.
The emergency poop right before the this show started didn't help, because it pushed us back a little bit. But no, I think last time we tried to do this, I think is when I started getting sick with the Rona.
Yeah.
That was because we tried to do it. Well, the time before that, it wasn't anything there, and we tried to do it on a Thursday, and that's when I think we were all tired and exhausted.
Yeah.
And then I was just beat. Then Friday came around. Oh, we'll do it tonight. And I just felt
like shit.
Dude, that's when it hit me, and I felt so bad. I felt bad. And then I tested negative for COVID. I had an at-home test. Saturday came around. I went to the urgent care. They tested me for strep and flu, negative. They said, all you need is some rest. Might be just a little virus. Just give it a couple days. Sunday came around. I felt a little bit better. Not great, but a little bit better. Monday came around. Just felt like dog shit again. And then I went to my doctor, and they're like, we're going to go ahead and test you again because you might have tested too soon. You can get a negative. Sure enough, 20 minutes later, I got
Had
COVID.
Rona.
Yep. And I was out of work for pretty much, until that Thursday.
My
But
daughter,
now I'm back to normal.
my daughter was sick a couple of weeks ago. Not the Rona or anything. She just got whatever.
It's weird. Have you had the Rona?
No, knock on wood. No.
Yeah, knock on wood. So it was weird from the Tuesday. So Tuesday I felt pretty rough, and then Wednesday, pretty much back to normal. Like it's like it just like that out of nowhere. It was like it is just gone.
It's weird. I say I haven't had it. I think I've told this before. I say I haven't had it, but this was like, so it had been October of 19, like before everything, because everything popped off January 2020. That's when the Rona shit really started popping off. So this was October. Or that's when they said it made it to America or whatever.
Was it? Yeah.
So-
Because I got it in October of 2020.
Yeah. So
Right
this
after
was
my daughter was
October of 19.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget this because it was, like I said, they said that made it to America like January of 2020. And I say I've never had it, but that October, but we always had my daughter's Halloween party.
Yeah.
And it was like 2 weeks before the Halloween party. It was starting to get time where I was starting to set things up and all that. It was about 2 or 3 weeks before the Halloween party. I got like deathbed sick. I mean, I'm talking about like, if I get a cold or whatever, it is what it is. I don't even get sick that often.
You test for the flu?
No, but I got, like fucking annihilated sick. I was like, this is the sickest I've ever been in my life.
Dang.
Like that and my wedding day were the two sickest
Yeah.
days I've ever been in my life.
That's
And,
so bad.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
But I was like, God, this is the worst. And I remember, because I think I told my mom about it. That scared the crap out of me.
Just the dogs.
So that it was like for like a week I was just like dead to the world, and then I started feeling better about a week later, and I started putting the party together and all that stuff. And I remember telling my mom at the party, I was like, dude, that whatever I had a couple of weeks ago, I was like, that shit did a number on me. I said, and whatever it did to my sinuses, I have no idea. Because I cannot smell a goddamn thing. I was like, I can't smell anything. I go, and that's not being able to smell anything. I can't taste
Yeah.
nothing, and like I was like, it's the weirdest thing. I was like, I can't, and so that went into October. We got into November. We got around Thanksgiving time, and I finally started being able to taste stuff again. And I told Mom, I go, I'm glad it happened right before Thanksgiving because I can finally start tasting. She goes, is that still messed with? I go, yeah, man, I can't smell shit, nothing. And then in January, they started talking about all this Rona stuff, and they were like, yeah, it just made it to America. And I was like, I don't think so. I think it's been here a
Yeah.
little longer than that.
That's what I was
I'm
gonna
pretty
say.
sure I had it. I was like, I'm pretty sure I had it during that time.
That's what I was gonna say. I guarantee it was here before it really started spreading.
Yeah, because I was like, because whenever they started naming off all the symptoms, they were like, you're going to feel like shit. It's going to feel like you're dying. You can't smell or taste anything. And I was like, I started counting down, like,
I have
I'm
all
pretty
that.
sure I had all that.
Yeah.
Because I even told my mom about it, because nobody heard about it
Yeah.
at that time. I even told my mom about it. I was like, that's fucking weird. I had the same shit.
I think my mother-in-law said she thought she had it like the November before January
Yeah.
too. So there's a possibility that it was. I personally believe it was here well before it
Yeah.
made its rounds.
Because, like I said, I was sick. And it was a few weeks before the party happened. I was really sick. But
You survived, so that's a plus.
maybe I had it, maybe I didn't. Who knows? Maybe I just had the flu.
Maybe.
I don't really care either way.
Yeah, you lived.
Yeah, we're
You
here.
didn't die, so you're good. And we made it here to 107 subscribers.
Yeah.
Woo! And then all of our other subscribers on our other,
Yeah, wherever they're at.
yeah, doing their thing, living their life. You got
Well-
anything else, bud?
That's it, man.
I hate to disappoint everybody, but I did not bring a dad joke today.
That's okay. We'll be fine.
We'll double up on the next one.
Sure, we'll double up.
Oh, I'll bring one to the beginning and the end of the next one.
All right, little buddy.
All right.
Bye.
Good. Peace out, everybody.